I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so Nick Bolton is ill. That's why he wasn't out there today. Isaiah Moore has a knee. John Ross was excused today. And then Kadarius, you know about, and Wharton, you know about. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Good, good, good. Got good weather. Nice and cool. What are you guys, hot?
Only the weather a coach could love.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
First getting back at OC, just what's going through your mind? How you feeling?
Yeah, it's really fun. It's great, because you get into the OTAs like we had, and you get going again. You pick back up, and the players have been phenomenal. Just the mental side of it, getting into the scheme stuff. Coach Reed always likes to keep things fresh. So for us as a staff, and then you come here, and I think it's an amazing setup here. The fans are great. The people are great. The players come in with a great mindset. They also know what they're about to get into with Coach Reed's camp. We kind of gave them a preempt in OTAs, but they're handling it well. And, you have some mistakes here or there, but I think the biggest thing is the effort there, and it is.
And we saw some of those creative plays today. I mean, we've seen that, Pat and Kelsey, they got their say about what they want to do. What kind of say do you have?
I have a little, but it goes to two people, Coach Reed and Patrick, and Kelsey's got a little sprinkle too when he wants to, if Coach decides that he wants to listen to him. But we have a good time. I mean, a lot of this stuff, there's so many plays in this playbook, and we like to be able to keep the fun in practice with the players, keep the fun in the games, as long as they know how to, if you have somebody do something they're not necessarily always used to doing, do it the right way. And I think that's the beauty of Coach Reed in this offense.
You always think with a new offensive coordinator, there's a new language, new words. But you've been here, you were coordinator, then you left, and then you came back, and then you were. But do you have new words in this offense? Are there things that are tweaks for you now that you're back in the saddle?
There's a few things, but honestly, that's every year, regardless of who the coordinator is. I think that's, again, I go back to Coach Reed where this all starts. In the end, his mind every season is always going to new things. We want to be able to do the stuff that works, but the creativity of Coach with that beautiful mind board in his office is what's so cool for these players and coaches. Myself, there might be some things here or there that I have an idea with, or another coach has an idea that we didn't have that was on staff last year that he didn't have the idea last year, and it comes in this year and we tweak it and change things, and I think that's kind of the beauty of this offense.
Lane's over there talking to Vahe. How quickly is he picked up?
It's been really, really good to have him in here and see. I've been impressed. I haven't told him this yet, but I'm really impressed with how well he's picked it up. Now, he's been in some offenses over the years. He's been in this thing a long time, and there's several different languages to different offenses across the league. And so once you're able to translate what our words are in our language, you kind of word associate with what you came from. He's been phenomenal with it.
What are you missing with Kadarius not being out here?
Say that again?
What are you missing without Kadarius being out here?
Well, probably the biggest thing would just be some of the timing, the experience with Pat, and getting some of that timing. But we were able to get some of that in OTAs, and for Kadarius, his mindset coming in, I know it was quick, but coming in here that first day and his first couple meetings, being locked in with the stuff, and we'll get him back, get him healthy, and get ready to rock and roll.
Matt, you mentioned the timing. We'll get Richie James here in a minute.
Yeah.
Where is he in the offense and picking up that timing?
Richie, doing well. I mean, you can tell he's been in other offenses. You can tell he's been in this league. I think he's 27. He's been around a little bit. Some of these wideouts, when they have a feel and they know the timing with the quarterback. They understand the defense. They know when to speed up their route. They know when to slow down their route. They know how to play in zone. He's got that. You also have to have that confidence, and I'm excited to see what he does this preseason.
It's difficult not to notice the amount of time that you guys are providing Justin Ross with Pat.
Yeah.
What led to that decision? How did he's done so?
Well, I think it's going to be fun this preseason to see the amount of players and competition that we have in that room. They come in different sizes, and he's one that's a bigger wide receiver, but when you watch him, he really excels at route running. So last year it was almost kind of treated like a redshirt year for him, and mentally being in the meetings, now physically coming back out here and doing what we said is learning his timing, for Pat to understand how he runs routes and for him to understand how to run the routes. So it's going to be immense growth for him in a good way. I relate it to Sky Moore. Sky Moore last year came in, man, he was just drinking out of a fire hydrant. There was a lot of stuff coming in at him, and you can't play fast it's hard to play fast as a rookie. Now you get a second year, and it's somewhat that way for Ross.
With Pacheco, one thing he just seems to excel, he doesn't get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He seems to always get some yards. He was better at that even than Kareem was as a rookie. What leads to that? What gives him that
mentality? I mean, you see him, he's out here. We were joking about it. I mean, he's so angry right now that he's not in here running reps in practice, so he's getting extra work. And this guy, man, he is going all the time, and you say to yourself, is it ever going to stop? Where you catch him one time where he doesn't have that mentality, and it's 24/7. So that's in his DNA. He's got that, and when you're you run with the football in your hands, and you have that mentality, man, it's hard to stop.
Matt, early impression on two guys, Rasheed Rice and Matt Bushman.
Yeah, well, Bushman, I'll start with him. He what an OTAs he had. He did a really good job in OTAs. Guy doesn't drop the football, and he's always in the right spot at the right time. We say he's just slow enough, to be in that spot. And then Rasheed, everybody wants to know. We all want to know. I mean, again, you look for baby steps of growth learning this offense. You want to talk about drinking through a fire hydrant for Rasheed coming in here. He comes from a no-huddle offense, but yet it's a little bit different with the tempo of here and now a huddle play, getting to the line of scrimmage, running your route, having conversions with it, and yet being on time, jogging back, and doing it again. Came in phenomenal shape here to this training camp, and I think every day he's made, incremental improvements. And again, it's exciting for us because the sky's the roof with his talent.
Last two in the back. Nick and
just generic Brent. He was getting a lot of work in 7-on-7 today. Just kind of, what are you thinking about him?
Yeah, he's had a great camp as well. I mean, he's somebody that, again, in OTAs we were able to see what he could do. It's more of a passing camp in OTAs. Now we come out here and it's kind of a continuation of that. What I'm excited for and what we're excited for is to be able to see him put those pads on and see what he does between the tackles.
Nick, last one.
Matt, for you being offensive coordinator, what type of mentality are you, or mindset are you trying to instill in these guys during training camp for what's going to be coming out?
Finish, finish, finish. I mean, these guys, if there's one word that they hear every practice, when we're watching tape, when we're out of practice, every coach, every player is yelling to finish. And you guys see it when these wide receivers are downfield. Every now and then you see Kelsey and you hold your breath because he kind of acts like he's going to throw the ball back to the next guy. We practice that stuff, getting guys to finish to the ball. It's a mentality, it's an attitude, and I think it's what's helped over all these years.
Thanks, everyone.
Good?
Thanks.
All right, take care.
Hey, Richie, how far can you throw?
I don't know. I haven't tested the waters yet, but I'm pretty sure I can throw far. Yeah.
It looks like there's going to be some fun plays out there for all kinds of creativity. Does that challenge you?
I don't know. I played quarterback in high school, so I don't think anything really challenges me as much.
Speaking of high school, Sarasota guy, man, this heat doesn't do much for you, right?
I don't know. I thought like that until I got here. That humidity is real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What did you hear about Andrew's camp before you came?
Brutal. Brutal. As a receiver, it's brutal for sure. We run a lot, so yeah, you got to keep that wind up for sure.
I asked Coach Nagy about how comfortable you look in this offense. He said that you look really comfortable. How comfortable do you feel?
I'm pretty comfortable. I've been in the league for a while now, so I got a chance to play in different offenses. So some of the things similar, some things not. But you hear certain terminology, but I'm starting to get more comfortable as we go along in camp.
Richie, what do you think you bring to the table as a potential punt returner for the club?
Punt returner. I mean, that's what it is. I just get. Say it again.
What's been the messaging from Dave Took so far in some of your clips?
The messages, or
Yeah, just as you guys go lined up together.
just details. Catching the ball, looking the ball in. When we setting the return up, looking left or looking right. Just little minor things. Just letting you play it for the most part.
Rich, what's your overall impressions that you received before with Sky and MBS? Just meeting them, getting getting a rapport with them on the field. How's that for you?
It's cool to watch them play, and then it's even better to play with them. You see they have that dog mentality, that killer mentality, and it kind of makes you have that same mentality. So.
Richie, what did Kadarius tell you before you signed him? Or did you talk to him beforehand?
No, he didn't know, but when I did get here, he's like, okay, that's my twin right there, so we good, yeah.
Does it feel like, you've had the few couple years in San Fran, then you went to New York. Does it feel like the best is yet to come for you?
Oh, yeah, I'm always progressing. I always feel like, I got to get better regardless. The older I get, the more technical I got to get. So, I'm not going to always be as fast as I used to be, but I got to get that technical down real quick.
You played in the Mike Kafka offense last year, right? Did you notice similarities here than what you ran last year?
Some. It's like 10%, to be honest with you. I mean, there's so much going on in this offense, so many moving pieces. But it's like very little, very little.
What impresses you, though, about Patrick, who's known to talk to receivers and basically say, this is what I want, stay live, I could end up over here, I want you live over here. What impresses you, or what have you seen in him that may be a different quality that, you like, that might challenge you?
He's not going to take the easy throw. He's going to take the hardest throw. So when he get in that huddle, he's saying, everybody stay alive, like you said. And you better stay alive because that ball might be coming to you.
And he's going to take the one that's the hardest?
Oh, he's going to take the hard throw every time. He's challenging himself.
A few more.
Rich, I believe this is your first training camp away from the usual team facility. Is that right? What have you noticed so far about being in this sort of environment compared to training camps at the normal facility?
I would say it's harder to get to your family because we're so far away. Obviously, we're in college dorms, so you know how that goes. That explains itself. But it's cool. It's a mental challenge that you really want. You don't want to, get too comfortable, and it makes you uncomfortable by just being out here.
What's the worst part of the dorm like?
Come on now, you sleep in a twin bed, or you sleep in a 7-foot tall bed. So that explains itself.
You're not bringing in your own mattress.
Yeah, you do, but come on now, that ain't going. I ain't spending $400 on a sleep mattress or something. I don't know.
So what are you doing for fun then? Are you playing Madden? Like, what are you guys doing in the dorm for fun?
My game haven't came yet, but when it does, I'll be on Call of Duty. Don't worry about it.
Are you Xbox or PlayStation?
Come on now, PlayStation.
Last one. All right, Kadarius. I know Kadarius is out right now, but what do you just think about the depth of the receiver position right now on this team?
We got a lot of depth. We got a lot of good players inside and out. We got a lot of moving pieces. People can move inside, they can move outside. I think we're talented, to be honest with you. I think we're a really solid group.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
So Creed, how's camp going?
It's been good. Yeah, first 4 days have been really good. It's been good to get back to work with everybody and just enjoying the time right now.
Nobody seems to mind this heat, and it's going to turn up next week.
Yeah, this isn't too bad. I was training in Oklahoma and it was pretty hot down there too, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, they honored you down there in Oklahoma. Just what was that experience like? And then you got the bull riding too here. So what's the offseason just been like for you?
It's been an interesting one for sure. But the main focus is still training, getting better for the year. So it's been good, balanced it out really well. I feel like, and I feel like I came back in good shape and everything. So.
With all the new additions at the O-line, just how are you guys coming together so far in training camp, and what are you seeing from them?
Yeah, they've been great so far. Everybody's been really eager to learn. Everybody's been really eager to grow together, build chemistry together. So it's been really good. I say this all the time. When you got 5 guys up front who have the same mindset and everything like that, it's going to lead to good results. And I feel like they did a good job bringing in guys that have the same mindset as us.
I think the pads come on Friday. Can you explain what the excitement is when you do have that first Friday practice? And then can you explain the grind when it's day 2, when it's back-to-back in pads, which you obviously won't do in the regular season?
Yeah, that's the beautiful part about camp is it builds mental toughness. So it's something that you fight through on those days that you don't want to go, but it makes you a better player for it. I think everybody's really excited to get the pads on. It's a lot more fun playing football with pads for sure. I think everybody's really excited for Friday.
Who was the most excited last year on the first day of pads?
Trey Smith. Because he gets to hit people when he has pads on.
Do y'all get him, like EB talked about his big head, do y'all talk about that too?
Nah, we stay away from that.
When you're run blocking for a guy like Pacheco, who is just so physical, doesn't get stopped in the line very often, do you have to have a different mentality? Do you have to have a different approach knowing you got a guy like that running behind you?
No, mindset stays the same. You're trying to move your opponent from point A to point B. So no matter who's behind you, that's your job, and you're trying to dominate the line of scrimmage. So it doesn't really matter who's behind you when you're doing that. The objective's the same.
Do you get a little bit of extra juice when you have a guy like that, though, that you're blocking for, that is always running hard and doesn't get stopped?
Yeah, it's the running room we have is great, man. Having guys like Pop, having guys like Clyde, Jet, it's been a great room. All those guys feed off our energy, we feed off their energy. So we worked really well together so far, and it's been a lot of fun.
Have you had a chance to catch some Daenerys Prince runs?
Yeah, excited about him. Yeah, he's looking really good so far. Big, physical, fast. He's got some talent.
Does it feel a little different than Pacheco's running?
I can't really say too much. I'm trying to block my guy. So.
Reed, on the other side, what are your early impressions of Charles?
Yeah, we're impressed with him. I got to play him in college when he was at Texas, so I've been impressed with his game. He's a good player, plays hard, plays fast, has a really good motor, long, some good moves too. So I think he's going to be a good addition for us.
You got 2 new tackles this year. Just kind of, what are your thoughts on them? I know it's early on, but for Jawan and
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, both guys came in eager to learn, ready to get after it, ready to get better, and ready to grow as a unit. So when you have guys that come in with the same mindset like that, good results tend to happen. So we're really excited about them, and it's been fun so far being able to practice with them and get to know them.
Couple more guys. Let's go Harold, and then we'll go Nick to close out. Go ahead, Harold.
Creed, when you've worked with guys like Trey and Joe for a little while now, it's always interesting to find out what more you can learn about each other. What have you continued to learn about those guys as you keep moving forward?
Yeah, just the way we communicate, the way we don't have to communicate as much. We're on the same page quite a bit now. We've been playing. This is going to be our third year together, so. Just playing with guys like that, everybody feeds off each other really well. You got Trey setting tones, you got Joe setting the tone, I'll set the tone, and we kind of make it a competition throughout the game about doing stuff like that. So it's been a really fun group to play with, and I'm just excited to get back to work with them.
Creed, getting to be a part of online masterminds a couple of weeks ago. What was the experience like? Not only teaching, but what did you take away that helps you in the field there?
Yeah, it's a great event to go to. I think we had over 250 people this year. It was a great learning experience, man. You get to just pick brains of so many different people, so many great players, and it's always a great time. Get to watch a ton of film. See different defensive players. All their great rushes, all the moves they can set up, the tomfoolery they show, things like that. Just swiping hands. Doing so many different things, and just the way guys combat that, and it's really cool to see, different approaches to the game, but kind of lead to the same objective and same goal, though. It's really cool to see, and it's always great to get, different perspectives.
Okay, thanks, Creed.
Yep.
Thank you.
How's camp going?
It's pretty cool. Pretty cold day today.
Is that cool?
It's been going pretty good. We have a great group of guys. We have guys that have had some experience playing, a lot of new guys, some young guys. So it's been great.
George, without Chris here, I know that's got to be something for the defensive line. How are you guys all collectively trying to learn with each other?
Yeah, just as a group, we've had a lot of guys that have played a lot of ball. Starting with Derek Noddy and Mike Dana. I played some ball. Charles Menahue. Just when you have a guy like that and he's not here right now, you got to fill that void as a collective. So that's kind of what we're doing.
George, what was this offseason like for you? What did you want to improve on the most from your rookie year?
Just everything. An all-encompassing approach and really not leaving a stone unturned. That was a big thing for me, and just some self-reflection and trying to improve in every possible way I can, just so I could be an all-around great player like I want to be.
Is that the defensive motto? Defense rock solid?
Yes.
Is everybody got a shirt like that on defense?
Every defensive player does. I was wearing a white shirt underneath, and it's kind of see-through, so I probably should have put this shirt on afterwards.
What did you take away most, George, from working with Tom?
Mamma mia. I mean, Tamba taught me a lot. He, from a mental perspective, physical perspective, pass rushing, run stopping, the mentality, just a lot, man. I'm grateful for him. He's been a great friend, a great mentor, and I'm always looking forward to working with him.
George, it looks like with Frank's departure, Mike Dana's going to step into that role. What do you expect from him, and maybe a role where he's going to be getting more snaps?
Mike's a baller, man. Mike can really play. Everybody's always been confident in Mike. He's a guy that does everything right, on and off the field. You could always trust and depend on Mike. So whenever he's next to you, or whenever he's on the opposite side of you, that he's going to hold it down on his side. So I'm super excited. Obviously, Mike's a phenomenal player, and I think he's going to have a great year.
George, Chris is the leader on the defensive line, right? What do you guys missing for him not being here?
Just like I said, that veteran presence, obviously, his accolades and what he's done speaks for itself. He's one of the best, if not the best, defensive player last year. So, there's a little bit of a void there, but we try to fill it as a collective. We have guys that have played a lot of ball, and try to fill that void and kind of be all united.
Second half of the season last year, pretty much any metric across the board, you were one of the best edge rushers in the league. How do you feel like you can build on that? What are you taking from that second half of the season, and what really kind of clicked in for you?
Yeah, I think after a bye week, for me, there was a point where you just kind of look yourself in the mirror and you start figuring stuff out. You take a step back, you focus, you talk to people, you have epiphanies or eurekas or whatever, and you figure it out. So that started happening. You just build on that. You know, feel a whole lot better, both physically and mentally, being out here on year 2, and I'm just super excited to hit the ground running with these guys, man.
Was there any big epiphany that you look back on last year you took away?
I mean, not specifically. No, you know, the playing defensive line and defensive end is a very technical position, so you always have to keep on working. I don't think there's a single guy in the league that's like, no, I'm done. So you just got to keep on working on just about everything. You just figure out a way to do it more and more consistently. You know, it's the truest measure of a man's mental toughness, consistency. So.
Last couple years, Nick.
Yeah, George, you're one of the few guys up there who's wearing sweatpants today in that heat and humidity. What type of mindset are you taking out there to challenge the heat and not push yourself to the tips?
What heat are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, I just figured I did this all OTAs, and in the game, you got to wear the pants, and then you got to wear tights underneath because of the NFL rules and all that stuff. So just more to get used to that rather than anything. Get some more sweat off and all that stuff. So.
Are you excited about pads Friday?
No one.
Wearing pads.
Yes. Oh yeah. So excited. So excited. It's gonna be great.
What's that first day about pads like? Just in the NFL.
It's like the game. You know, it's like it's the real thing, and you know, that's where the real guys are gonna show out, and it's always really exciting. So.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.